Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. If you have been drawn to this video, this particular reading, I will be focusing on your past love connection. So let's go ahead and take a look at that energy and see what it is that needs to come through here. Hopefully I'll be able to tap into your situation. And it is general as always, guys. Please take from this reading what makes sense for you personally and release the rest. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into it and offer you insight. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Let's grab some messages for you when it comes to you and your past love connection. What needs to present itself here? All right, this is the first card. We have sudden, shocking, fast, electrifying. You didn't see this one coming. More than likely, that could represent a tower moment between you and this person, and it represents why you guys are apart. So let's see what else for water signs. Maybe this is how you're feeling right now because of how things are between you and this person. We see jealous, comparison, competitive, and insecurity. Maybe that's how you're both feeling. You know, you're both feeling insecure over what happened here. Look at this. We have guilt, remorse, shame, ownership. You know, it's like taking responsibility for how things played out between the two of you. Either they're feeling guilty for their role in it. Maybe you are being a little hard on yourself and feeling guilty in your own way. There could also have been other people in the picture, whether it was a third party or other situations that just got in the way of the two of you being together at this point in time. You know, it does say shame, so maybe they're embarrassed over something that they did or said. Let's see what else. For water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, when it comes to you and a past love. Yeah, we have the fog card coming through. Confusion, mental blocks, ailments. Maybe this person's actions, they really have confused you because it's just not very clear as to what it is that they want. You know, maybe 1 minute they're professing their love and, you know, saying that they're 100% committed, and then their actions just don't line up. So let's go ahead and grab some words here and see what it is that they would want to say to you. And you might relate to some of these words and how you feel and what it is that you would want to say to this person. So a past love here. What needs to be expressed at this point in time? Whoops, I've got two cards coming towards me. Okay, look at this. I don't want to fight anymore. So this is an indication that you guys had your fair share of disagreements, arguments, raised voices, you know, discussions that could have been very, very challenging. Okay, and this came through as well. Do you still love me the way you used to? I want nothing more than to be yours again. So it's your choice, of course, and how you're feeling about this individual. Let's see what else. So ultimately, so far anyway, it's really asking you to think about your stance in all this and how you're really feeling. Do you still have resentment for them, or would you be open to seeing this individual, having the conversation started? All right, let's see what else. For water signs. Look at this. Okay, so this says, I'm willing to try again if you are. And then this card right here indicates every time I hear someone say your name, it breaks my heart knowing you're so far away from me. So, you know, your name pops up in conversation and it still triggers them somehow, you know. So again, more questions. Are you willing to try again if they somehow open up the conversation, you know, especially if it comes through that they really want you back? Would you want them back as well? Okay, so let's go ahead and find out and see what's happening here. And let's grab some additional insight from the tarot cards and Hopefully that'll offer you a little bit more clarity as well. All right, so let's see. Where is this going to go? Angels and spirit guides, please, for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You know, remember the sudden, shocking card that we saw in the beginning. That, for me, represents a Tower card. All right, what do we need to know? Okay, guys, so we have the Hierophant, but it is coming up in the reverse. Okay, so this, I feel, is somebody who still believes that you guys belong together regardless of what has happened to separate the two of you. You know, they really do believe that you guys are still meant to be. If there were commitment issues on their part, what they're telling you here is that they are ready to commit. You know, that's why they're telling you, I'm willing to try again if you are. So it just depends on where you're at, right? Divine Feminine is showing up as the Queen of Swords here. And so I feel it could have been the feminine that decided to end things with the masculine. And look at the next card here, guys. We've got the Seven of Swords, and that is followed by the Lover's card. So I do feel there was infidelity of some sort here. It doesn't always have to be a third-party situation, but something clearly happened here where maybe you feel like they betrayed your trust. They stabbed you in the back. You know, they were lying to you. They just were not sharing everything with you. And yes, they certainly have love in their heart for you. They were very attracted to you, but also they could have also made some poor choices here, you know, maybe choosing somebody else, deciding to go in a different direction, and that ultimately could have really brought in that Tower moment. And then it's clarified with the Two of Swords that right now there's not a whole lot going on between the two of you. It is stagnant. There is a stalemate. Let's see what else. What else do they need to tell you? So there's right now this blockage that's preventing you guys from coming together. That doesn't mean it'll always be there, but right now, the way it's presenting itself, there is. We do have the Three of Pentacles, and I feel that was part of the issue, that you guys just were not on the same wavelength. They wanted something different, perhaps from what you wanted, you know, because at the end of the day, the Three of Pentacles represents teamwork. It's about two people who have the same vision and the same desire to be able to really have this relationship that worked, you know, but something clearly happened here that caused you guys to break up and go your separate ways here. We do have the Ace of Pentacles. Ultimately, what I'm getting from your past love here is that they want to be able to manifest another opportunity to be in your life. And what they're bringing in this time is learned lessons, wisdom. They want to be able to offer you stability rather than drama. Okay, because that's what this represents. It created a sudden upheaval of drama between the two of you, and it might have had something to do with a third party for some of you. It's not going to apply to every person listening to this. I feel that there was something that happened, some sort of challenge, and you guys just couldn't ultimately figure out a way to work it out at that time. But what I am getting from this person is that they have learned some pretty major lessons here. And that could also be why we have the guilt card, that they are 100% feeling remorseful over their past actions and really wanting to show you, it's like, hey, I've worked on myself. I know what I did, and I want to be able to prove to you that I'm a different person, that I am really wanting to work things out between the two of you, you know? We do have the World card coming through, so I feel this certainly could represent the cycle that has completed when it comes to this sudden, shocking upheaval, that Tower moment, you know? So that's phasing out, allowing a new cycle to be able to offer you fulfillment and happiness in your life. So for some of you anyway, there is the possibility of reviving this partnership. It may not be the end for everybody. I feel there's a chance for this one. That is if you're both open to it. Okay? So that's where I'm going to leave this one, guys. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box. I'll go ahead and link the decks down below as well. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll catch you next time.